the media, things that are, for us as Greens, normal. It takes time when you have a grassroots party and you work through, you have to have a general meeting. The members are the highest authority in our party. We couldn't decree there's co-leadership. It needed a meeting of members. We'd had a couple of meetings where simply ran out of time to deal with all the resolutions before us. So the meeting of members, as planned, and as Jonathan said, with phenomenal support, happened in mid-November. And we are following the rules of the party. And I didn't ever say there were obstacles. I know people read that into it, wanted to make more out of it. And as Jonathan said, he repeated many times in a very emotional press conference, especially for me, because I really hated to see him leave. But it was personal reasons. And as Jonathan has explained, he'll give you more details on that as when the time's right.
Exactly.
What do you think the impact of party infighting has been on the Green Party's successes in recent years? Has it affected electoral success?
Once again, the most important thing I can tell you today is that, as is evidenced by the people behind us, we are united and committed to delivering for Canadians at a time when there are no progressive alternatives out there. We will provide decisively, boldly progressive proposals for Canadians. I think Canadians struggle so much right now in their daily lives, in their daily, well, in the outcome when it comes to the climate emergency, our relationship with our neighbors to the south, with the cost of living situation. Those are the things that we are focused on. And those are the most important things for Greens right now. The chicanes are from before. Yeah. No, I mean, once again, you know, there are ups and downs in the lives of any single political party in this country. The Liberals went up and then they went down and now they're down and God knows when they'll be up again. The Greens have been up and they've been down and now we're very, very up and we'll keep going that way. And there's no looking back.
Can you speak about the process moving forward? As far as mayor, you're not co-leader yet. What is exactly your role right now? And going into the next election, are you, Ms. May, the only leader? How is this?
The members will be voting on in the coming hours. I think an email will go out to members so that they can ratify the co-leadership question. And there will be further announcements in due time when it comes to the election, when it comes to our proposals. These are the things that will be focused on and happy to share at the right time when we have the answers.
Party's rules in order to implement this change?
Well,
no, the members have voted following a thorough debate.
As far as I'm concerned, I was told that it takes about 2 years for the co-leadership process to be fully complete. There's no.
Who's your source on that? Because that's not right. So we can talk later.
It's not possible for him to be officially made co-leader before an election 2 months from now. So
that's incorrect.
Yeah, that's incorrect. May I just say quickly, I really don't think Canadians are fascinated by the Green Party of Canada's Constitution and our internal process for ratification of decisions to change the Constitution. As it happens, we adopted the model, just to give you a quick summary, you can check it out. There are many Green parties around the world that have co-leadership, some that don't. We've picked the model of the Greens of England and Wales, which is that co-leadership is an option and the members decide in each election. Ever since the Greens of England and Wales adopted co-leadership as an option, they've gone into every election with co-leaders. So that we think the model works well, but it remains very flexible in England and Wales, and we are very pleased with the progress. And I would really like to talk about, you know, the climate emergency, the poly-crisis world in which we find ourselves, and the failures of leadership in this country and the threats that are global. We are very committed to ensuring that there's a party and candidates who stand up really proudly and say, we stand on guard for thee. We are not going to be afraid of a bully in the White House. We are not going to cower. We are going to be urging, as we did when I met with all the other leaders December 3rd, that we really assemble as a unified country as Team Canada. I know it sounds trite, but somebody's got to stand up and say, Trump wants us divided. We should not face him divided.
So what does that look like? Is that
You spoke about internal processes. We are going to have the report, the org report tomorrow. Yes. So what do you expect on internal processes for all parties?
Well, I'm very proud of, I'm proud of the fact that the Green Party witnesses to the Hogue Inquiry helped the Commission understand some real politics. Like some of the initial ideas that were being floated were that parties should announce how many votes it took to win a nomination contest. And some of the people who actually tested, Robin Marty, who's here, who's our Director of Mobilizing, testified to the Commission and said, look, if you do that, you're just telling foreign state actors who may have malicious intent exactly how many people they need to bus in to swamp a nomination race. So we provided good advice to the Hogue Inquiry. I am disappointed, and I want to say this really clearly. I completely agree with Charlie Angus's complaints to Elections Canada. What are we going to do about Elon Musk and the efforts of social media oligarchs? Let's face it, at Trump's inauguration, billionaire oligarchs were on full display. We had Mark Zuckerberg, and we had Elon Musk. I appealed to the Hogue Inquiry when it was first being established to have intervener status to pursue the question of corporate foreign actors, non-state actors, corporations interfering in domestic affairs. And I'm afraid the Hogue Commission, and there were a number of others, by the way, who tried to get intervener status in the Commission to pursue the question of non-state actors, in other words, foreign corporations, whether big oil or the digital giants out there that are menacing our journalism. In any case, I was denied intervener status. I will be going first thing tomorrow for the lockup, and I'll have comments afterwards. As you know, I did obtain top secret security clearance. I still am baffled that Mr. Poilievre is refusing to even apply for it. But in any case, I certainly hope whoever wins Liberal leadership will immediately ensure that Canadians know that they've gone through a review of whether they are compromised in any way, and ask Mr. Poilievre why he doesn't do the same.